Chuck is going to be happy to know that. Chuck, I got a lot done. Good to see everybody. How is everybody? Hit the number 1 button. Let me know is here today. How are you guys doing? I just got a shower. My hair's I'm still kind of putting some things. What's going on, V Boyer? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. I flew last night, obviously, on the red eye. So I am, what's the word I'm looking for? I am bloated and I feel like out of sorts a little bit. Everybody, no matter if you're watching this right now or you're watching it later, hit the number 1 button and let me know where you guys are watching from. Just real quick, hit the number 1 button and let me know where you're watching from. No, I flew on the red eye and then, yeah, Deboraugh, hopefully you gave a call over there. Hopefully we all reached out to that jail enough times. So, yeah. Yeah. So I want to show you guys something. And, I get sent a lot of videos. I get sent a lot of things by people who send me different stuff. And I watch everything. I read, all the people who send me an email. I read your email. I read all your emails. And so, what I want you guys to realize is that when I take a look at the emails, what I often do is I will read the comments down below. Let me turn this volume down on this so I can just see the comments. Okay, because sometimes I can't see the comments on my phone and I don't have my tripod. So let me tell you what I'm doing first, and then I'm going to go over this video with you guys, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to prove to people especially who are bootlickers, that we can now see that the police have lost the public's trust. And when I say the public, I mean we're now tilting over 50% who no longer trust police, who when they see police show up on the scene, they feel less safe. They don't feel like they're paying for a service with their tax dollars that's going to benefit them. So good morning, everybody. Scrubzilla, how are you? Look at the hair. Oof. I have not really. I went on this hike through the woods up here in New Hampshire, and now I'm still sweating. What's going on, Tuffy? How are you? Good to see you, Kim. How is everybody? Nice to see everybody. So what I'm doing up here is I've talked, and you guys have seen it in the comment section of the videos that I post where it says transparency app is coming soon. And when I say that, I'm talking about a game-changing technology for all Americans. I'm talking about a game-changing technology. I'm not talking about a technology that doesn't empower the people. I see these different kinds of technologies going around, and if you guys remember, Coded Friends was a technology company that I was the founder and CEO of for 4 years. That technology company didn't make it. And what I've learned from running that previous technology company are the ins and outs of things that I have to know in the technology sector to truly change things. So I'm up here in New Hampshire right now. Nobody's going to recognize where I'm at because this is not. This belongs to some folks who I'm establishing a relationship with right now because transparency technology, and Chuck, I worked so hard for 5 hours straight yesterday on some things that we're doing. So I look forward to sending that to you later this afternoon. But where I'm at right now, this is look, we have to jump the rails of social media. We have to jump the rails of YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. We have to jump the rails of that and truly create a national movement for change. That's what has to happen. And so, part of the good news of the fight being canceled in Ironton is as soon as I got over, and I'm still depressed because my knee is still messed up. So not having my physicality messes with me, but I'm still in a little bit of a depression. I'm trying to come out of it, but it's difficult when you're injured. So, but either way, as soon as I realized that avenue of life had now turned and changed, my brain began to say, what can we do now to move forward transparency in a faster way? So I then talked to a friend. I need a car for the next few weeks until my insurance company gives me a payoff check or until the car in Denver is found. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good right now. They say they find the cars within 2 or 3 weeks, and if they don't, then they don't find them. So I really want my van back. I hope they find it. But once again, you know, we don't really have a system set up properly. So I'm going to show you guys a video here. I'm going to show you guys a video. And then what I'm going to show you mostly, though, of this video is the comment section. Make sure I can hear this. I want you guys to hear the comments. Let me turn on my speaker box here. I brought it with me. I didn't bring my tripod, but I brought my speaker box because I know that people absolutely need to hear it. But hopefully I got this whole video. It looks like, oh, the sound I think cuts off when.
Battery 30%. Chille coded 70.
Okay, cool. So, and then we're gonna do an update on.
Chille coded 70.
Okay, then we're gonna do an update on Deboraugh as well. I think I'm gonna call Marvin here in a moment. So here's the video. And I think that more people should do what these guys did here. I think that this should become a very normal thing. If I could get my computer to work here. I'm not seeing the video work here. It's a little frustrating.
Back up! No!
Okay.
He just assaulted me.
No, freaking video, man. I told you guys the keyboard's not working. There it is. Jiminy crickets, you gotta be kidding me.
Hey guys, how's it going? Want to talk? All right, got any ID? Don't get back behind me. Step back over there. Back over there. You got an ID on you? You have an ID. Even if you guys have ID, that's all I'm asking. You want to provide ID? You're not supposed to be out on the highway. It's not meant to be walking on to film people, all right?
Don't get out of my face.
No. Step back.
What's your name's and badge number?
Step back.
So I'm gonna show this again. Now watch what these guys do. They get out of the
Hey guys, how's it going? Want to talk?
they get out of the car.
Don't get back behind me. Step back over there. Back over there. You got an ID on you? You have an ID. Even if you guys have ID, that's all I'm asking. You don't want to provide ID? You're not supposed to be out on the highway. It's not meant to be walking on to film people, all right?
Don't get out of my face.
No. You need to step back.
What's your name's and badge number?
Step back. You need to step back. Step
What's
back.
your name's and
Step
badge
back.
numbers?
You need to
What's your
step
name's
back.
and badge numbers?
Step back.
Step back.
Step back.
What's your name and badge
Step
number?
back.
Don't
Step
you touch
back.
me. Don't
Do not even step back.
What's your name and badge number?
Step
Don't
back.
touch me.
Don't
Don't you
even
fucking
Don't
touch me.
even come
Don't you
close.
back up. No, he just assaulted me.
No,
He
stay
just
back.
fucking left.
I just gave you an order. Stay back.
Where's your supervisor?
Nobody's getting a supervisor. You stay
I
back
am
away
getting a
from us.
supervisor.
No, you're not. Get your supervisor. Stay back. Back up. That is an order.
What's your badge number?
That's not wrong. Your office is being a little pussy. That's what you should be doing.
Now they drive away. They drive away. I want you guys to notice though that they went at these guys with their cameras demanding that they identify themselves because
Don't get back behind me. Step back over there.
they went right at
Back
his
over
car.
there. You got an ID on you? You have an ID. Even if you guys have ID, that's all I'm asking.
They went at his car. Do you see that?
You're not supposed to be out on the highway. It's not meant to be walking on to film people, all right?
Don't get out of my face.
No. You need to step back.
What's your name's and badge number?
Step back. You need to step back. Step
What's
back.
your name's and
Step
badge
back.
numbers?
You need to
What's your
step
name's and
back.
badge numbers?
Step back.
Step back.
Step back.
What's your name and badge
Step
number?
back.
Don't
Step
you touch
back.
me. Don't
Do
touch
not
me.
even step back.
What's your name and badge number?
Step
Don't
back.
touch me.
Look at the
Don't
hard-ons.
you
Don't
touch me.
even come
Don't you
close.
fucking
Look at the hard-ons that we
Stay back.
back.
I
just gave you an order. Stay back.
Where's your supervisor?
they lose their minds.
I am getting a
No,
supervisor.
you're not. Get your supervisor. Stay back.
Stay back.
Back up. That is an order.
What's your badge number?
That's not wrong. your officer. Stop being a little pussy. That's what you should be doing.
That sounded like Omaha Cop Watch. So now I want to show you guys something, and this is where I'm gonna zoom this in a little bit here. I'm gonna show you guys something here. This is pretty incredible, because then what I wanted to see after that, I wanted to see what the people were saying about the people jumping out of the car and filming the cops right up in their face. So I just wanted to see what they were going to say about what they were witnessing, because these guys jump out of the car and they start filming the cops. I mean, they definitely go on the offensive. So this says the kids today have no idea what it was like dealing with cops before the phones came into play. So that's a legitimate thing to say, right? That and when I read this, I thought to myself, I'm 47 years old. When I was a kid, the cops just beat us up. They just beat us up. And this was posted 3 months ago. What's up, BC Transparency? Good to see you, brother. So then I wanted to know what people, so obviously this is from a boomer or a Gen Xer. And then I wanted to know what they said after that. So I just scrolled down and I read every comment. How many times can someone yell step back while walking forward? And there's 449 likes on that. So this is the most upvoted. So people don't want the cops coming at us. So then I clicked on the replies just to see what people said to different comments. But I wanted to get to a bigger one. It says, I love it when the cop walks up to you and tells you to step back. He's the one coming close. And then I make sure I get it all. We would have had such an ass whooping. I fully agree with you. Could you imagine back then asking for their name and badge number? So back in the day, these guys accepted getting their asses kicked by cops. They just accepted it. It was okay with them to do it. It's a highway. Show me a law that says you cannot walk down a highway filming. And then I was curious, and I think I wanted to read, you have to have some level of respect. As they are arresting us and dragging us off to a dungeon, cutting us off from our family and friends, you have to have some level of respect for cops. No, I disagree. Sorry. I'll show respect if I'm given respect. This said, the same level of respect you have for servers at your favorite restaurant. No more. They are public servants. I just screen recorded this, so I wanted you guys to see it so that you really understood what other people were saying about, and you know, I'm the son of a cop. I don't need to show them respect. Too many bad cops abuse the badge. This is what he says. I just thought that was crazy. I'm 29. Many of my high school, college buddies are now cops and work at the sheriff's office. What are you referring to as fear? See, you're guilty until proven innocent. I mean, this is what the general public thinks about. This is what the general public thinks about the cops. And so when I read all of the comment, it was like what we're seeing is that the general public just has lost trust in police because, you know, and then the second question to this is, when you get pulled over from now on, are you gonna jump out of the car? Should I refresh this real fast? Oh, there we go. Is that should be a little bit better? Okay, so but what we're seeing, and by the way, this idea that we have to be subservient little prisoners of war when we interact with cops in a traffic stop. What these guys showed is that if you have two people and you get out of the car and you start filming them, they run off like cockroaches. That's what happens. You guys just saw it. You guys just saw it. I mean, I'm going to go back and show just the interaction one more time here really quick so you guys can see it. But this is the interaction.
Hey guys, how's it going? You want to talk? All right, got any ID? Don't get back behind me. Step back over there. Back over there. You got an ID on you? You have an ID. Even if you guys have ID, that's all I'm asking. You want to buy an ID? You're not supposed to be out on the highway. It's not meant to be walking on to film people, all right?
Don't get out of my face.
No. Step back.
What's your names and badge numbers?
Step back. You need to step back. Step
What's
back.
your names
Step
and badge
back.
numbers?
You need to
What's your
step
names and
back.
badge numbers?
Step back.
Step back.
Step back.
What's your name and badge
Step
numbers?
back.
Don't
Step
you
back.
touch me. Don't
Do
touch
not
me.
even step back.
What's your name and badge number?
Step
Don't
back.
touch
Don't
me.
touch me.
Assaulted me.
No,
This
stay
is
back.
fucking what?
I just
Where's
gave you
your
an order.
supervisor?
Stay back.
Where's your supervisor?
Look. Nobody's getting the supervisor. Stay back.
I am getting the supervisor.
You're not. Get your supervisor. Stay back. Back up. That is an order.
What's your badge number?
That's my law. So your lawful. Stop being a little pussy. That's what you should be doing.
How's it going?
But I man, that really sounds like Omaha Cop Watch. I don't know if that's Omaha Cop Watch, but I think that is Omaha Cop Watch. So it's like, what are we seeing? If you get out and you film the cops, they really don't have an answer for you and what you're doing. They just don't have an answer for it. I find it just fascinating that it was so easy to run those cops off simply by pulling out your camera and filming them. I think that that's incredible. That during an actual traffic stop, in the middle of the traffic stop, that they would just run away from the traffic stop because you pull a camera out and you start filming them. Lily Rose, what's going on? In Cope Dogs in the hizzy? What's going on in the hizzy? I'm still not feeling great. I just wanted to make sure that I come on and always be looking for change. We always have to be looking for change. We have to change this bullshit system. We cannot allow our great-great-grandchildren to be pulled over by cops with lights and sirens and guns and sticks and tasers. And then, just so you guys know, even for the bootlickers out there, they're gonna run out of bodies. They're gonna run out of bodies. Oh, that's right. So Telegram, everybody, Telegram. I have a Telegram. So the Telegram is called DeletelawZ. So join the Telegram. I don't know how to use it yet. I have a Telegram account. It's called DeletelawZ. I don't think I have it on this other phone. I'm sorry, I don't have it on this other phone. I'll put it on my other phone, and then I'll be able to communicate on Telegram with you guys when we talk live. And you will now, this will skip the notification process. You won't have to get notifications from YouTube anymore because you'll get it from Telegram. Everybody hit the like button if you would, please. Where is everybody at? Where is everybody at? What's going on? I know it's super, super early. There it is. Jonathan Mitchell Music just put the Telegram up there. So everybody join the Telegram. We're going to grow this thing. I'm telling you, that's what I'm doing here right now. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm up here. I don't know how far the phone will work outside here because I am quite literally in the middle of nowhere. But this is what has to happen. We have to get the proper look. to implement change, you have to have money. You have to have power. And the only way you get money and power is if someone else bestows it upon you, if someone else lifts you up. Power does not cede power to the weaker power. Power is either taken when the weaker power becomes stronger, or power is uplifting, where another person will uplift you with power. And how do you have power? You have power with money. You can't do anything without money. That's just the way it is. So I've used my skills in my lifetime, and I've raised millions of dollars for companies from the time I was 18 years old. When I initially started working in sales at 18, and then continued down the line in sales, for every company I've ever worked for, I have made them amazing amounts of money. And truth be told, aside from the very beginning entry years into Hollywood, where I, donned the cape of materialism and shallowness, and then pretty soon you wear that cape for a couple years, you take that off, and you're like, this is crap. So, but then after my late 20s, I no longer was materialistic. I just didn't give a flying about it anymore. So I didn't strive to become a millionaire, even though I could have lots of times. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. So now though, we absolutely have to raise, I'm talking like 7 figures at a minimum, to put together technology that will empower us, even if the government isn't going to get on track with us. And the only way that I can envision a future that empowers you is by empowering you, the person, to be able to stand up for your rights no matter what's going on. And so that always includes money. It just does. It is what it is. We are where we are. We're the country that we are. That's what our country is based upon. That's what our country is about. Shallowness, materialism, aesthetics. It is what it is. We are what we are. Don't be upset about it. Don't be upset about it. But I have to do the things I have to do, so I had to come up here to this place where I'm at, this property that I'm at. And I'll tell you, it's nice. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. This is nice. This is nice. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. This is super duper nice. This is like a little cottage in the middle of the woods on a gigantic property. So we have to get bigger. We have to get bigger. We have to push this movement to another level. We have to push this. We have to. I can only lead as good as I can lead, with you guys taking the ball and pushing for change. I'm reading about Ted. What happened with Ted? Network, I can read your comments. I just don't know if you're a troll or not, and I don't want to call people's names out that are just going to end up getting blocked. I would hope not. That won't fly for me. I don't, because now that I've gone and done the research. Ted, there it is. I have video of them pulling me from my driver's seat, cutting my seatbelt, and busting my driver's door window because it was cracked. The audio has evidence of 3 cops on top of me in a Taco Bell. What was the date, city, state, and pig organization that did that to you, Ted? So remember, I need the date, Ted, the city, the state, and the name of the organization that did that to you is what I need to see in those comments right there. Yeah, I saw it. I scrolled all the way back and I got to his little blurb there. So yeah, but how long ago was that, Ted? Was it within the last 2 or 3 years? Are you within a state that has a statute of limitations of just 12 months? That's, see, in cases like that, just so you know, Ted, as much as, I'm only going to help one other. I'm only help. I'm only going to help Tim and Sarah, and then every other person who I help after that, what I'm going to do is it's going to have to be based around, like, for example, Good Citizen News. Good Citizen News was arrested in the courthouse for in the Social Security building for filming, and so that's a case that we want to get. We want to get that case into the courts to try to get certiorari, to try to make it so that we get to the Supreme Court, so that we're allowed to film in the Social Security building. And if they want to set up safe zones to ensure people's privacy, then the Social Security building is welcome to do that. They already spend, you guys have seen me tour the country. Show me a facility that I've gone to that's not absolutely exquisite. From the community center in Ironton, which is one of the nicer buildings, to the building in Arizona, to the Chamber of Commerce in Arizona, boy, where the city hall is, isn't that nice? And then when I went to the Toledo, where Internal Affairs is, wasn't that place nice? And then when I went to the Social Security building in Denver, that place was pretty nice with all those cameras. Man, that was a state-of-the-art facility. So if the Social Security building wants to set up safe zones for people, then they're do that with our tax dollars, which they spend luxuriously anyway. I'm in this super nice, cool little cottage. These people are in their own space. They're using these kinds of dollars for tax dollars built for city and government buildings. So that's where we are. That's where we are. Me too, loose cannon. I'm sick of it. I'm frankly sick of it. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of the tyranny in our country. And the only way, so listen, let me just lay this out, because I'm what I am, right? I'll just say it. I have a website coming out, Transparency, Peace, Justice, that I have another big chunk of done, and there's only like 7 chunks, and we got 4 of the 7 chunks done now. So there's the transparency apparatus that I've built with the 360 vision, and how a new kind of peace officer with stipulations that we get rid of law enforcement, so there's one thing that I have on the plate that has to be presented so people can see it. Now, the next thing that has to come is you have to be able to empower individual people who do know their rights. How many people here know their rights? Just put a number 1 and yes, I know my rights. If you know your rights, just put a number 1 and put yes, I know my rights. If you don't, put a number 2. Put right here, number 1, yes, I know my rights. Yes or no? Do you know your rights? If you do, write it. Put it. I don't care if you're watching this in a month or in 3 weeks or in 3 years. Put a number 1, yes, I know my rights. So I'll give you a simple example. If a cop walks up to you right now and says, hey, let me see some ID. There's no such thing as a stop and ID state in America. They have to have probable cause or be able to articulate reasonable suspicion that you've committed a crime or you're about to commit a crime. If they can't do that, then there's no such thing as you have to give your identification to a cop. That doesn't exist. It's not real. It's fake. They lie about it every day. They continue to lie about it. They lie, they lie, they lie. Cops lie to us. Okay. Now, one second. Okay. So now here's the question for you. Are you ready? So now I just taught you guys something. If a cop says, let me see your identification, and there's no probable cause, you don't have to show them your ID. Does everybody understand that? Yes or no? Callie Daddy's in the house. Where you at? Is that you, Callie Daddy? Did I see that? Did I see Callie Daddy pop through here? That's a good buddy of mine. Clash with Bow. What's up, buddy? I don't know why you were timed out, Clash with Bow. I don't really tell I don't really tell these guys, these moderators, what to do. They just do what they do, man. If you take us off topic, they'll time you out because I'm talking about something specific here. So now listen. Now everybody here understands something important, right? So Tom understands that. So now let's just say, for example, I got a filthy pig over here, and he's saying to me, "You give me your ID, or I'm going to take you to jail." Right? Right? Does everybody understand that? So filthy pig over here. He says, give me your ID or I'm going to take you to jail. Now, I know that there's been no probable cause, and I know that he has no reasonable articulable suspicion that I've broken the law. So now at this point, he says to me that if I don't give him my identification, that he's going to take me to jail. How many people here, and be honest, because I've given my ID at threat of being taken to jail. I've done things at being threat to take it to jail. How many people here, just be honest, and I need you to be honest. This is the most important part of this whole talk. If the cop says the filthy pig standing there who has no probable cause and no reasonable articulable suspicion to take me to jail, says, if you don't give me your ID, then I'm going to take you to jail. How many people here, even though I've told you what I've told you, you can't afford to go to jail right now? You got to pick up your kids. You got your sister's wedding this weekend. You can't afford to miss your sister's wedding. How many people here would just give the cop your ID because you know that you don't have any warrants? And you push a number 1 if you would just give me your ID. Push a number 2 if you would not give him your ID. Push a number 1 if you would give the cop your ID. And number 2 if you would not give him your ID. War Daddy says, take me to jail. I will give ID when faced with jail. Okay, so Cope Dog will. 1, so 2 would not. 1 you would. 2 you would. 1 you would. 2 you would not. 1 you would. 2 you would not. So we're about 50-50 so far. 1 you would. 2 you would not. 1 you would. So more people would not. I mean, make it real though. You can't go to jail. Today's Saturday. I can't go to jail all weekend. I got a wedding tonight. I'm in town here in New Hampshire, so that I can go to a wedding. I can't go to jail. I'm here for a wedding. You know, make it real. Make it that your life can you don't have time for your life to be inconvenienced in such a way where you're also going to be shackled. You are going to take the ride, meaning, Adolf, good to see you. You are going to take the ride. You're going to get fingers in the crack of your butt. You're going to get felt up. They're going to grab your sack. They're going to grab your coochie, squeeze your boobs. They're going to go through your hair. They're going to strip search you when you go to the jail unless you absolutely refuse like I do. I will not be strip searched. It will not happen unless they want to kill me. You are not looking up my ass. It's not ever going to happen to me ever again unless the cops want to kill me and knock me unconscious. You're not looking at my butt ever again. That's never going to happen. I swear to God, it'll never happen. You'll be able to do it when I'm unconscious, but I won't let you look up my ass when I'm conscious. I can't believe more Americans don't. Okay, now, with that being said, here's another question I have for you. And this is where I come into the idea of empowering individual people against the police state, prison state, death state that America has become. So now what if I told you, what if I said to you right now, my application is completed. The transparency app is done. And if you're a member of it, if you're a member of that application, I'll get you out of jail. If you film it and it's on film, I'll get you out. No questions asked. You signed up for the app, we get you out. How many people then would be willing to take the ride? Put a number 1 if you take the ride, number 2 if you could not. Put a number 1 if you could take the ride, put a number 2 if you could not. What if I said to you, I'm going to get you out of jail? You just signed up for this app, I'll get you out, but I don't want you to back down from your rights. I want you to be willing to take the ride and we will get you out of jail. And if your rights were violated, we'll help you sue. That's what this is. Zaner! Zaner! Oh, you want to go? Oh, Charlie, go say hello. Go say hello, Charlie. There you go, Charlie. Go say hello. There you go. Okay, so so now, can you imagine this just for a moment? All this time, I have been thinking and figuring out a way to make it so that an individual person, an individual human being like you, who's just a hey buddy, I'm just talking to people out loud.
Not on a video?
I'm on a video. You're good, man. It's all right. So now, imagine if you had that power in your hand. If you had that power where you could tell the cop, I'm not going to give you my ID. And the reason I'm filming this right now is because I've signed up to an application that makes it so that if you violate my rights and I have it filmed and I have you filmed, that the app will get me out of jail and the app will sue your ass. I figured out a way to make that happen. That's right, TAC. But TAC modified. And the reason why it's modified, Cope Dog, is I don't want to go into cryptocurrency. I don't want anything to do with these coins. There's just too much. I want people to be able to see the value for what they're doing and the value for what they're putting into. It's a game changer, Chuck. It's a game changer. And I'm not just talking about activists. I'm not just talking about me, who I say I face the camera to the cop and I say I'm not going to back down, right? I'm talking about you. You know that you don't have to give your ID. But you know what? You don't have a bail fund sitting around. Your family and friends are not ready this moment to come and get you out of jail. Who's going to get you out? I figured out a way to make it all work together and finance it, and it will make money so that we can really take on the Fraternal Order of Police, which is our biggest enemy to freedom. There's nothing bigger to the enemy of freedom than the Fraternal Order of Police. These disgusting 2,100 lodges across America. So people say, you know, why do you got to raise money? There's, 2,100 lodges across America with an average of 17 different ex-pigs per lodge. So do the math on that. 17.8 pigs times 2,100 lodges. Do the math on that. What is it? What's the math on it? Take 18 and multiply it by 2,100. How many people is that? Someone put the answer down there. You got the answer? 18 times 2,100. What is that? That's the Fraternal Order of Police. You can look it up. I'm giving you factual numbers here. So, no, what's the equals though? I can't see what it is.
37,800.
37,000? So what that means, you guys, is that there are 37,000 ex-cops. Take Charlie with you. He wants to go.
Yeah.
There's 37,800 ex-cops who are every single paycheck putting money into a fund. And what does the Fraternal Order of Police do? They back up every murder. They back up every assault, every killing, and they fund those guys with lawyers and money. And when those guys get fired, like Spuljarek, who molested that high school girl and also beat up Kent Freeman, they get them lawyers. They do all these horrific things. And they all give a percentage of their paycheck. Every single cop in America gives a percentage of his paycheck to the Fraternal Order of Police. That's why I've been just cranking my brain. How do I figure out a continual money-raising apparatus that can fund us to take on the Fraternal Order of Police? And I have figured it out. I have figured it out from top to bottom. Every phase of how it works. And this thing I was doing with Chad Gu. Oh, you know, by the way, you know, I did hear what Chad had said about me. You know, Chad, I heard the things you said because I'm injured. Knee is injured. So, but Chad, you had those words to say about me, Mr. Gu, but here's the question. What did I say to you when your knee was hurt? What were my words to you, Chad? That shows the difference between Chad and I. I'm not going to publish our private conversation, but when Chad was hurt, what I said to him privately is the opposite of what he's saying about me publicly. We all have our own levels of integrity, I suppose. So I'm not going to publish our conversation. Chad, you're more than welcome to take screenshots and show what I said to you when you were hurting and you were probably on the verge of canceling. So anyway, with that being said, Chad Gu pays a percentage of his paycheck in to the Fraternal Order of Police. Now, if you check a video that I made around February 19th or so of 2022, I went to Paradise Valley, Arizona, and I announced that the Fraternal Order of Police had funded a candidate in Scottsdale, Arizona named John Kavanaugh. John Kavanaugh would write a bill 2319 that I reported on February 19th in Scottsdale, Arizona, that said they would ban you from being able to film police within a certain feet in distance. And they passed that bill last month, and it's 8 feet. I went to Arizona. I said to everybody, look, 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 this bill's on the horizon. This cop, John Kavanaugh, is an ex-pig from the East Coast. The Fraternal Order of Police planted him here. And they funded his campaign, and they wrote a bill saying that police couldn't be filmed within a certain amount of feet, and that bill passed. So since February, when I started talking about this thing called TAC, Terry Auditor Coin, I thought to myself, and I continued to think to myself, what about the individual human man or human woman who knows their rights but doesn't want to back down from this tyrant who's going to arrest the person because they won't show ID, or they tell their passenger, don't give me your ID, you don't have to, and they arrest you for obstruction for informing someone of their rights? And so I've been just cranking on it and cranking on it. And you know what? To be honest with you, just so you know, I figured out the actual final solution. Good to see you, Tim. When I was in Oklahoma with my buddy Tim, that's when I figured out actually how to put transparency completely together. Really to make it every man and every woman's technology. And so that's what I'm doing here. And remember, Tim, I told you I'm going to have to go up east. Remember, Tim? I said I'm going to have to go up east and get the real proper financing to get this done, meaning I'm going to have to take all the years that I wrote different things in a business plan and promotions and advertising and use of funds and board and corporation and nonprofit and all the things I've done in business, I'm now going to use to start this technology called transparency. And that's what I'm doing here in this rather lovely cottage up here somewhere in the middle of nowhere on the northeast America. That's what I'm doing here. So, yeah. So the Fraternal Order of Police have backed every single murderous cop in America since their inception. The Fraternal Order of Police is one of the biggest problems that you and I face. That's right, Tim. That's right. And I'm not going to stop until, because look, and as much as I did want to fight Chad Goo, and as much as I was looking forward to this event where I got to, show my brawn and my ego, right? Because I'm a douchebag dude that needs to calm down. We all do. All of us do. All of us hard chargers, we need to calm down a little bit, but we can't. All of us hard chargers. Every one of us could take a little notch off, but we can't do it. We can't. We cannot do it. We can't. I can't. But the good Lord above and the universe told me, you don't get to fight. You don't get to fight. Sorry, dude. You should have done it in your 20s when you wanted to do it. You shouldn't have done it. You should have done it then. But you didn't, because you didn't want to. So anyway, okay. So that's what I'm here for, guys. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm in this lovely place. That's what I'm doing up here in the Northeast. And I'm going to get it put together. My website is still down. It's the hosting company. The hosting company still has the website down. But I wish that I could really get to because there's so many comments in here that I read of the way these cops were behaving, and it makes me think, are you guys going to, when the cops come up now, are you going to go after them with cameras? Okay, Chuck. Let me talk to Mo. Let me see if Mo wants to send those over to you. So, yep. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Yeah, look, and so when life pitches you change, whether you like it or not, look, all these people say crazy things, but unfortunately, I'm injured to the point where I'm still injured, and I have to take care of my health first. And then unfortunately, my van was stolen. And so that's going to change if I'm going to be able to do the things I want to do. And so when I got pitched a couple of curveballs in life that you're going to say that the universe decided you're not going to do what you want to do, you're going to do something different. You know, I then decided that, and I had told Tim this in Oklahoma. I said, man, as soon as I get a window, I'm going to the Northeast. I'm going to go get these funds and I'm going to build this technology. And Tim believes in what we're doing. And Tim has been along for the ride. Tim has been along for the ride since I was on TikTok. So we don't stop. This train doesn't stop. All the people who love and support what we're doing, thank you. We don't stop. I'm not stopping. I got my butt handed to me the first 30 years of my life by these filthy pigs. I'm not stopping. I'm not ever stopping. If everybody here disappears, I will keep going. I will not leave this bullshit system behind. This system gets shut down by the time I'm gone. This system of I got a gun and a badge and I'm going to hear and I'm going to say and I'm in charge and you're under my control and this is my stop. No, dude, we're Americans. You film it and you let the judge and jury see the film. In the very extreme situations that you need to get involved to protect a victim, to stop an attack, is the only physical interaction we want from you guys. And so that's where we got to get to. That's where we got to get to. And so I mentioned two of them. I mentioned two of the things. Number one is the website I'm finishing up with my friend. Number two is the transparency application. And the third thing that I have that is huge, that in my estimations, is I'm going to present a new third political party. And no, I don't agree with Yang's liberal light party. And I don't agree with Libertarian Party. And I don't trust Republicans and I don't trust Democrats at all. So when I get this transparency up and going, I'm going to present a new third party. I've already written it. So I'm grateful for the injury. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the injury. What's going on, P-Rex? How are you? What's going on? No, and I absolutely need this to get done. I need this to happen because I believe in, you know, like people like y'all. There's so many people in here who have helped me, that have helped me stay crowdfunded so I can keep traveling and keep doing what I'm doing. And I have relied on you guys, and I'm super grateful. You guys have, I mean, so many of you guys have chipped in and pitched into what I'm doing for us, for this mission to change society, and I'm grateful. Thank you. However, we need to get to the next true level of financing. And you know who really told me this, just so you guys know? Work Lion, before he traded, before he turned. Work Lion told me. I've got hours of recorded conversations with Work Lion. He was one of my first supporters. And he said, Chille, we've got to get to another level. You've got to get to another level of financing past your $20, $50, $100 donations from people. You have to jump the shark of your financing and get to the hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars in financing if you're going to have the power to change things. And so Work Lion told me that. I believe I was in Florida when he told me that. And he's right. He's right. And so I just started thinking about, how do I create a constant fundraising apparatus that everybody wants to be a part of and they love putting their money in on it? That's what I was trying to come up with. Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate you. But thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You know, so but that's what I've constantly been thinking about. How executive power, how do we get to this place where we can uplift all, you know, they say that when the tide rises, all boats rise, right? When the tide comes in, all boats rise. So that's what I've been just constantly thinking about. How do I make it so that all boats rise, so that the individual man, individual woman is empowered? And that's what the transparency technology does. And it's a constant fundraising apparatus. Hey, thanks, Victor. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. You know, Sativa is going through some stuff. I talked to her on the phone about 10 days, 2 weeks ago. Sativa Rose Gold is going through a few things in her own life right now. And she's going through some struggles. And, Jeff Lloyd and I have both reached out to her. And I reached out to her myself to see if I could help her in any way. And she said, let me just get back on track, Chille, and I'll be back around. So Sativa Rose Gold is just getting herself on track right now. That's all she's doing. That's all she's doing. So, no, I'm actually trying to raise $1 million, Alan. I'm not raising 100 grand. I'm going for $1 million. I'm going for a little over $1 million, 1.1 million. That's the bid I'm going to put in. That's the amount of money I'm going to request for this thing I'm doing, because what that does is it creates a national organization that is number one goal is to create a new system and creates a national way for you to stand up for your rights. I just can't wait. That's why I'm here. That's what I'm doing here. I'm here. That's why I'm in this beautiful place. And I hope maybe I can walk out. Let me see how far I can walk out. I just want to show you guys something. Let me see how far I can walk out into the grass. I don't know how long this reception will work, but let me just see if I can. I was gonna jump in this today. This is where these folks built their own little man-made pond. They put a little beach in here. This place is super nice. This is fully a pond with a deck. Not a bad place, huh? Not a bad place. Yeah, it's nice. And then earlier when I went on a walk, I walked down here. There's a trail back here for about a mile, just pure dark, deep woods. And this place, let me see if I can get a little ripple so you guys can see the water. Wow. So yeah, this is what I came to do. This is what I'm doing. And and by the way, this is the way I'm here right now is from sustaining long-term relationships with people who are like-minded and have the same ideas as I do. And that's going to be a buddy of mine here. Hey. You must be John.
Yes. Are you Chille?
I am Chille.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to finally meet you face to face. How are you?
I've heard about you.
I've heard really good. I've heard really good things about you. I was just walking around taking a look, and I took a
Beautiful back here.
Oh man, I walked all the way back over there.
Yeah, it goes down to there's like a loop. You can take it, and you'll get to a dirt road. Take a right, and it comes.
Yeah, I hit the dirt road, and then I was like, I'm directionally challenged, and then I just turned around. And
if you always take a right, you'll come to our driveway.
How far are you riding?
I'm actually gonna take it upstairs and do a few things, and then I'll probably go. I usually go like 25 miles.
I was gonna run into town and get a poster printed out, but
Yeah.
then I don't know what your plans are. You got plans later or anything? You guys do anything?
We've got, it seems like little pockets everywhere. I'm playing tennis with somebody at 4:30. I got some stuff in the oven.
Hit me. Let me know.
Yeah,
Let me know.
For biking, you mean?
Yeah, biking,
yeah.
or maybe just sit down and just
Yeah.
chat for a while.
Oh,
I've
sure.
heard
Okay.
a lot of great things and want to just kind of
Yeah.
bat
Be
some
good
ideas.
be good to chat with you.
All right, John.
that sounds
Take care.
good.
Thanks.
And help yourself to the pool pond if you want to take
You jump right in, huh? There's a big excavator here, and here's that little. Here's this little cabin, little cottage. Sure is nice. Sure is nice. Okay. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, you know, just reading. Just reading what some of you guys were saying. Just reading. All right, man. Well, listen, I'm gonna keep writing. I'm gonna keep writing. I'm gonna finish the thing I'm writing with my buddy who's in the room here. Rumble, good to see you. Witch on Fire. What's going on? How you doing, Witch on Fire? Nice to see you. Where's everybody at? I'll read a few people here. What's going on? Gloria. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it, Gloria? It's nice. Nice place. Nice place. Good place to kind of reset my head here. We don't stop, Tabitha. Shock Professor, what's going on? What is going on, Zen? Scrub? Gope Dog. Okay, let's do that. Let's give before I hang up the phone, let's call 8804 brutality 79. Let's give a real before we hang up, let's just call Marvin real fast. Beth, real quick. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. KP, what's going on? Bruce, how you doing, buddy? Victor. Tim, what's going on? Deboragh's in jail, Tim.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
Marvin, Chille, how are you, man?
Oh, I'm doing okay.
You doing okay? I got you on. I got about 300 people here in the room who are listening to you talk right now. Overturn Terry versus Ohio's in the room too. Good to see you, Overturn Terry. Gloria. So Marvin is Deboragh's ex-husband and friend. And so Marvin, can you give us a little update of what's going on with Deboraugh inside the jail right now?
Well, she called up and let me know that, we were talking about her court date coming up this next Tuesday at 10. And we ran out of time, so she called back and informed me that the lady they have in her cell with her is spitting on her and threatening to kill her. And she's mentally ill, apparently, is what Deb said. And she said it properly that she's mentally ill. I feel like they should at least move her from her cell, which they refused to do. And she is the lady that wiped the feces on the faucet. Apparently, basically, I guess that's where they get drinking water.
Yeah, every jail I've been to. Go ahead, sorry.
She's standing her ground. She's not backing down from her nation.
Mm-hmm.
She's strong-hearted and strong-minded, and her faith relies on her heart with God. So
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
she just informed me to let me know what's going on with her.
Okay. So she's in a cell. She wants to get taken out of the cell. The woman that she's sharing a cell with is mentally ill, and we can't bail her out, Tim. She's being held without bond. Deboraugh decided that she was going to challenge jurisdiction when they didn't listen. They didn't tell her why they wouldn't grant her stay. She decided that she was going to walk out of court. And when she went to walk out of court, the Cherokee Nation of Oklahoma court found her in contempt, arrested her, and put her in jail. The other day, Marvin called me and told me that she was dehydrated because her cellmate had wiped poop on the knob of the drinking fountain, which is located on the top of the toilet. If anybody's ever been to jail before, you know how you have a tank on the back of a toilet. Well, in jails, they have a tank, but it's a water fountain on the top of the tank, and it's stainless steel. And so she went to get drinking water out of there, but the mentally ill person, she had wiped poop on the knob to push for the water fountain, and so Deboraugh didn't want to put her finger on the poop to get the water out, even though I probably would. I've been through all kinds of shit, so putting my finger on someone else's shit to get water, I guess I would just have to put up with. But then again, I'm not there, so how do I know? I need water, though. I always need water. So now, Marvin, she'd like to be moved away from her person there that's in her cell, but they won't do that for her. Is that right?
That's what she told me, and I just called up there about 10 minutes ago, and I periodically check on her. They don't give me no information, but I told the female jailer to treat her good, and she says, "You have a nice day, sir," or "Okay, you have a nice day, sir," and that was about it. She hung up.
Yeah, they're real polite to me on the phone as well. I've called 3 times because I just don't want Deboraugh to be put through hell. But I think that, and then I had people write hateful things in the comment section about her, and it's like, no matter who you are, there's always someone out there that doesn't like you.
Yeah. I saw one of the comments that they said they were from Tahlequah, Oklahoma. A lot of that comment they made are incorrect, and they're just what I've learned to be. They are haters, and I pretty much know who that person is, and informed Deboraugh of the comment that I saw that was made, and
I deleted it.
Did you? Okay.
Of course. I'm not going to listen to bullshit when someone can't defend themselves. If you want to have a debate with the girl about what you think she's done wrong, you're welcome to do that. You're not going to persecute her and prosecute her in my comment section when she doesn't have a voice to speak back to you. If you want to have a fight with her, that's one thing. But if you want to degrade her when she's in jail, that's another. So a couple people, one person contacted me yesterday and said they put $100 on her books. Do you have an inmate number for her? Other people here also want to put money on her commissary. And she,
hold on, please. I'll have to dig this up while you're talking.
Go ahead, go ahead.
But somebody put $100 on there, and they won't allow her to use it.
What's that?
They will not allow her to use it because she asked me if I had put money on it, and I said no, but I possibly can. And she said, "Well, somebody put $100 on there, and they won't allow me to use it."
Why is that? Because there's people in here now who are asking for her inmate number so that they can put some money on her books so that she can get soda pop and she can get water out of the bottle.
Yeah.
So what's the deal? Why won't they give her access to the money on the books?
I have no idea. That's all she told me. They will not allow her to use it.
Okay. So then we're going to have to address that.
Do you want me to go ahead and give the number?
What's the inmate number? What's her inmate number?
Well, it's ncic.com.
Okay.
And it's 088077. And I believe that's the correct number, and I don't know how they got a hold of her inmate number to do this. Somebody had put $100 on it. I don't know how they got the information to do it.
Okay, 088077, and that's ncic.com, right?
NCIC.com, 088077. Yes.
Okay. Hey, Marvin, I'm going to jump off the phone with you because I'm going to give a call over to the jail. And I'm going to let them know that a few people are going to put a little bit of money on the books for her. And we just want to make sure that she has access to it before they're going to spend their money, because the jail's going to keep some of that money. They always keep like 30 to 50% or something like that.
Okay.
So I'm just going to give a call over there real fast, but I can call you back. Is there anything else you want to add, though, while I got you on the phone?
No, she said that she's allowed to get water once a day.
She's allowed to get water once a day.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what type of water, or, I mean, like you said, you probably would have drank from that faucet, but I damn sure wouldn't.
Yeah, no, well, if you drink in feces, it can make you very sick. You can get very ill. You can get deathly sick, and it can kill you from drinking, from taking in someone else.
She said that she was sick that day. The next day, they let her see the nurse.
Okay.
And the nurse was supposed to have gotten her antibiotic.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll let you. I mean, I'll get off of here while you call over there and.
I'll call you right back. I'm gonna give a call over there real fast. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks. I appreciate you. Talk to you soon. Bye, Marvin. What was that? Does anybody? I saw the number scroll across the thing. It might be in my recent calls though. It was 918 something. What was? I think that Dan. I think Dan Fiesel. Dan posted it last time. Yeah, the jail keeps a good chunk of the money. Is that what it is? Thank you.
Center.
Hi, my name is ChilleDeCastro. I have a YouTube channel called DeletelawZ. I just wanted to give you a call. There's 330 people listening to this phone call, and I just want to be as respectful to you guys as I can and try to get through this difficult situation. Ma'am? 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 Okay. I'll give him a call just one more time here, just maybe her phone got disconnected or something. Maybe something happened with her phone line. Sir, I'm being real respectful with you guys. I'm not being rude at all. I'm just giving you a call out of courtesy here. Can you just hear me out here for a second? Is that okay?
Oh, I don't even know who you are, man. I just answered the phone.
Cool. Well, my name is ChilleDeCastro. I'm an activist, and I got a bunch of people listening to my phone conversations when I call you guys, and I just have been led to the understanding that the people who support Deboraugh Rodgers are sending her money for her commissary, and she's not getting access to that commissary money just to buy snacks and drinks and food and stuff like that, and she's having a hard time, obviously, being locked away in a dungeon. So how can, the people who are watching and listening to this, how can they send money into her on her commissary and know that she's going to be able to get access to those funds to be able to get something to drink or something to eat?
It's TigerDeposits.com is the website that they go on.
TigerDeposits.com?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so they go, and then I have an inmate number for her, 088077. Is that correct?
I'm pretty sure that's correct. We don't really give out the inmate numbers. I think you just type your name in there. I've never been on the website myself, but it's supposed to be pretty good instructions on there step by step.
And that's Deboraugh Rodgers. Okay, so then when they go to TigerDeposits.com, how can we make sure that she's going to get access to that? What she told her friend was that, one of the supporters put $100 on her commissary and then she doesn't get access to get the food and drinks.
Well, they order it on the phone when they're in, depends on what part of the jail they're in. They order it on the phone or a kiosk, but they still have access to order it. And then somebody that's designated will pass it out on certain days when they order it, because we don't have the food here. It comes from a different place.
Okay. Okay.
Then they pass it out to them.
I mean, is there someone that's in charge, that's the warden of that jail, or the head dungeon master? I don't know what you would call them. What do you?
We call it a jail administrator. Yes, there is. His name's TJ Gardner.
TJ what?
Gardner.
Gardner? G-U-R.
Something like that. I don't know. We just call him TJ.
T-
So yeah, he's a jail administrator. He's here Monday through Friday from 9 to 2.
Monday through Friday. TJ Gardner is there Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and that's Oklahoma time, I imagine, right? Of course.
Yeah, usually, but he's pretty busy sometimes. You might talk to one of the girls up front or something like that.
TJ Gardner. Okay. Okay. And then is there a way that am I allowed to get a phone call into Deboraugh? Can I talk to Deboraugh? I'd like to be able to speak to her. I'm her friend. I've been with her for this whole time since November on her journey. Now she's in a dungeon. Is there a way I get to talk to her?
Yeah, we don't let them use our phones, but there's times that they can call whoever they want. So if y'all's friends, I'm sure she'll call you.
Yeah. Is there a way you can give her my number? She might not have my number memorized.
No, that's why they have, you can write letters to them and put the phone number on there.
Oh,
Leave the mail.
I can write a letter to her at the Tahlequah jail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then just put the inmate number that you guys don't give out, but I have it anyway. That one. Would that be right?
You can just put her name on it.
Okay, cool, man. Thanks. I appreciate that. And then,
welcome. You have a good day.
would you do me one more favor? Can you, are you walking around the jail?
Yep.
Is there any way you can let her know that there's hundreds of people who are paying attention to what's happening to her and that everybody's praying for her and hoping for her? She's not a bad person. She didn't hurt anybody, just so you know. She didn't create a victim out of anybody. She's a decent human being. So just
Yeah, and so is the rest of them in here, man. She gets treated fairly just like everybody else.
I hope so, man. I hope so. God bless you.
She does.
God bless you and your family, dude. I hope you're okay.
All right, you have a good day.
Okay, take care. Bye, man.
Bye.
So, there's I've talked about this a lot. Johnson versus Glick, 1980. I'm going to write a letter to Deboraugh and send her my phone number. So that's what I'll do. Or maybe I'll even just call Marvin back. And make sure everybody joins the Telegram, DeletelawZ on Telegram. It's just the name DeletelawZ. You'll see my little emblem on there. Hey, Lively, good to see you, son. How you doing? Good to see you guys, Scrubzilla. Semper Fi, what's going on? God bless you. How you doing, man? Jack, how you doing? Crystal, what's going on? So let's just give Marvin a call back just real quick here, just so that we're keeping it on the up and up here.
This is Marvin.
Marvin, Chille. Are you there, buddy? This is Chille.
Yeah.
Okay, Marvin. So I gave a call to the jail. I talked about her commissary. A guy said that she's, and it was called Detroit. What was the name of that website again? Detroit Treats or something like that. Thanks, Beth. Anyway, they gave a website that people can give money to the commissary. Tiger Deposits, that's what it was called. And so I think a few people here, if a few people put $5 or $10, that's great. $20. Hopefully she's not going to be in there for long. But I guarantee you, of the 300 people in here, there's going to be at least a few that put a little bit of money on her books. So make sure that she gets to know that, if you would, Marvin. And if she doesn't get that, then the people here have a legitimate complaint against the jail. So that puts us in standing to have a complaint. And then, I don't know if the complaint will go anywhere, but then also make sure she has my number, and I'm going to call my phone company and make sure that I can collect phone calls on my phone.
Okay.
Okay, so that she can call me directly on my cell phone. So I will do that. I'll call the phone company as soon as I hang up with you guys and make sure that I get collect phone calls. Have her give me a call because I know the people would like to talk to her.
Yeah, she only gets like maybe 2 15-minute phone calls in the morning a day, and that's about it.
Okay.
And then it says you have 1 minute left each time, and then she has to go.
And then any extra money that people put on the, remember guys, that they're going to keep that money. So she has $100 on there. Let's wait and see if she gets that money. If you want to send money to Deboraugh, her PayPal is Justice Berserker. I'll put her PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App up if anybody wants to send her money. And then it'll be nice for her to get out if someone sent her $20, $30, $40, $50, whatever. So just remember what Scrubzilla said. She's got 100 on her books now. Any extra when she gets out, they just keep that dough. So don't waste your money. You know, we want to make sure we support her, but we don't want to give that jail money. They're going to take half of it anyway. My thumb's messed up. I keep almost dropping my phone. Okay, Marvin, I just wanted to give you a call back. Make sure she has my number, and then she can call me anytime, or she can call you, and you can call me on three-way. Just let me know what time that's going to be.
Okay. All right. I appreciate it.
All right, Marvin. Talk to you soon, buddy.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye. I mean, I don't think 100's really not that much in commissary. You know, it's you're talking about $100 in commissary. You're talking about, you know, $5 candy bars and stuff. So, you know, just 1 or 2 candy bars and you're 15, $20 in. She's in the Tahlequah. It's called CCDC. Someone can post the name of the jail that she's in. I just gave a call over there. You know, you guys know that I can get excited, and my my emotions can kind of take me to another level. And so what I'm trying to do is just when I feel those levels of emotions coming on, what I'm trying to do just so that we can live a long, healthy life, I'm just kind of slowing myself down, taking a breath, readjusting to the difficult news that I just heard or the thing that triggered me, and then just coming back at it with a calm, rational perspective. So that's what I'm just going to do from now on. So, you know, we'll see how that goes when I'm actually auditing cops again, when I have a car again. But, you know, as for now, I'm just going to try to keep myself nice and in check. Anyway, listen, all right, I've been on here for almost 80 minutes, and I should get the flock out of here. I really didn't get to cover much, but I wanted to give you guys kind of a barometer for where I'm at and what I'm doing. My website's still down. I don't know why. I'm sorry. The hosting company is still not good. Throw your prayers up for Deboraugh, and let's hope we can get what I'm doing here wrapped into a nice bow. And we don't stop. We don't stop. Listen, we don't stop. Ooh, oh, you hear that? You hear it? You hear it? Oof. It does it every time, too. It sucks. Sucks. Anyway. Okay, there it was. Anyway, listen, God bless you guys. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you guys. Remember one thing. We don't stop. 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 Hit the like button if you would, please. Thanks you guys for the super chats. I really appreciate it. Thanks for your support, your love. Remember, we don't stop. P-Rex, good to see you. Michelle, nice everybody scrub. I will get the flock out of here, and I will see you guys on the next one. Later, Gator.